Hello, let's make sure that you're loud enough.
Am I loud enough? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talent Tuesday. We should get right on it. What is this playing?
This is, well, I'll tell you later.
You tell me later?
Yes.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talent Tuesday. We are Quantized Recordings, and this is our A&R show. We're going to take a listen to some new music submitted by producers, and we want you to get into the conversation and tell us how you feel. We've got some guest judges, and I think I am going to turn it over to my DJ here, DJ Spen.
What's up, everybody?
You want to introduce us?
So, today we have some very special guests, and I am actually excited and happy to introduce the first of these guests. She was at the Quintessential Soul Festival with Mike Freak performing, and she is a very talented artist, a talented singer, talented vocalist. I mean, she's done some live things, with just raw intensity, no effects at all, and sounds just awesome. And she's just got a history. She has a list of records that are growing, and she's been on Talent Tuesday before. Her name is Angelica. How are you?
Hi. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate that. And up next, you're very welcome. Thank you. And up next, we've got who I consider one of house music's legends. He trailblazed it in the 90s. And he's doing great things with his forum that he has now on Twitch, making sure that the history of what we do is kept intact from the truth side of things. He's a lovely guy. He's a good friend of mine, and this guy is Lenny Fontana.
Hi, Lenny.
And this is his record that we remixed, by the way. That
Welcome, Lenny. Oh, that's what we're listening to?
Yes.
I know that record.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And, of course, we have our normal characters.
They're not normal. They're our very special team.
They're abnormal.
They're anything but normal. Let's start off with the man, the myth, the legend. Who is he talking to someone?
I don't know. Which one are you talking about?
We have so many legends. Hi, Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis, co-founder of Quantized Recordings, head of our Unquantized label. What's up, Tommy?
Yeah.
What's up, Kelly? I'm feeling the new hair, Kelly. I'm feeling it.
Tommy, there are very few people, I'm a raging feminist, so I don't like people to talk about my hair, but Tommy is one of the people who can talk about my hair, and I don't stop him and say, why are we talking about my hair? So thank you, Tommy Davis. Thank you very much.
Right.
All right.
And last but not least,
we got our cute. Why does he look like a little boy today?
Because he wants to be like Tommy.
Look at him.
I'm fine.
We've got. He's a quantized producer. He is head of our newest label called Q or Q3 or QU3. We have a lot of nicknames for that label. Mike Freak is in the house. Hey, Mike.
Hello. You can call me Mick Freak too.
Mick Freak.
Yes, that was so funny. There was someone chasing you down at the festival, and she kept saying Mick Freak. Then she shortened it. She was like, Mick. I said, who is she talking to? And then I saw her looking at Mike, and she was saying Mick. But he is a Mike Freak.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse Freak. Mickey Mouse Mike Freak. Okay.
All right. We're going to get into this. Shout out to everybody on Twitch and Mixcloud. And are we running YouTube today?
We should be.
Okay. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to the Facebook fam as well. Are we on Facebook?
Yeah, we're running.
All right. Let's run with this.
With all
how many tracks do we have?
We got 5 tracks today.
All right. So let's start out with the first one.
Get busy. This one is called My Boo Thing as Talent Tuesday.
I'm liking the bass. Come on with it now.
The bass is rocking.
Okay.
So far.
All right, let's check it out. Stay with us. It's Talent Tuesday. All right. That was track 1. My Boo Thing.
Yep, entitled My Boo Thing.
I'm not getting boo vibes, but I'm getting a vibe.
You getting a vibe, but not boo vibes.
Not boo vibes.
You want to get booed up?
No. All right. Let's see.
How that's not even right.
Let's start with Angelica. I'm going to be partial to the ladies, so this is just the 2 of us. So let's start with Angelica on this one first.
Thank you. So I think it's great. As Kelly said before, it has a really great bass line. I was definitely sitting here dancing and grooving away. I think they used great sounds. I love the structure. The only thing, and because I'm very partial to this addition to a lot of tracks, is I think you could benefit from a vocal, not necessarily a singer, but spoken word even. I think I could add a different dimension and maybe even elevate it to a different level. But I'm partial to that. But I think all in all, I gave it a 7.
Okay, not bad at all to get started.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Let's go over to Lenny. I know Lenny is going to give us the real deal. Talk to us, Lenny. Talk to us.
So I can't lie. I'm watching the chat and I'm cheating a little bit with the chat as well. Okay?
That's fine. That's not cheating. That's being very good.
So hello to Bobby Promo. We got a lot of people watching that.
What's up, Bob?
And stuff, and everybody out there, Timmy Callahan. So let me say this. With the way things are going with TrackSource, Beatport, all the portals, Spotify, the question to me is, when I listen to the record, does it cut above everything else that's going on around me? Production sounds really good, okay? I just felt like I was waiting for that vocal hook, something to grab me.
Right.
So it was like, okay, am I shopping right now? Like, in other words, like I'm at the mall shopping and you hear this type of music in the background, and I was like, it's a maybe 6.5 for me on this one.
Yeah,
it's not really, I wouldn't. It's well done,
right?
Nothing wrong with it, but I just feel like competitive to what I'm hearing coming up and the way things are going, it just needs that little extra.
Yeah,
vocal. It's like a backing track. I got the TV.
Right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Big vocal, That's
my...
Okay.
All right.
Scale of 1 to 10.
6.
He gave it a 6.5.
Oh yeah, that's right. You already did. And we got a hype train going on over on Twitch.
Shout out to the Twitch family. Hype train going on there. Yeah. Benji Bradshaw. Hey Benji, part of the Quantize team.
Benji.
Over on Twitch. So we got some good feedback, and I think that's really important. We've heard twice that this track could benefit from a little something extra, some vocal. So I'm really curious, Tommy, how do you feel? Because I know you can throw away the vocals sometimes. So what do you think with this one?
Well, in order to do that, the drums would have to be a little bit more interesting in order to do that. But this track has one of the things that's really important is that you get a funky bass line like that, you're 50% on your way, 50%. So now all you need to do is go and add something to it. I agree with Lenny said. Nowadays, you want your record to actually be able to contend within the top 10. You don't want to stay down in the low 80s. You want it to go all the way up. So that kind of thinking is what will do it for you when you're thinking like that. So this has the possibility. I will tell whoever did this, go back, keep the bass line. Don't change anything about the bass line. Put something else to it so that it can stand alone with so much other competition. TrackSource alone must drop 6,000 records a week. So you need to
yeah, that's true. And then when you really do the calculations on it, and you stand back and really think about the fact that Apple Music or iTunes as a whole gets more than 50,000 releases a week.
That's crazy.
And let me correct you.
Correct me.
It's 110,000.
When did that 110,000?
You
Wow.
ever asked this question?
You making it even harder, brother.
Right.
110,000. When did you find this out? Just out of curiosity.
Recently, that they did Spotify. If you Google it, you'll see it comes out between 90 to 110,000 releases a week.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's actually unbelievable.
So this is the thing. I'm not anybody can make music, but a lot of people can make music. I mean, with the technology that's there, with Google, with YouTube, but to make your track stand out, to make your song successful, you know, a lot of people try, and I can tell you they try because I look at our budget and I see people getting paid, you know, a very small amount for a track that sold, you know, 15 copies. So there's a lot of competition. So you got to make it stand out. That's a lot.
Wow, I'm depressed.
You know what though? I wonder. But listen, I wonder how many come out in our I wonder how many are dance music.
Probably the majority of them. I think dance music is the one thing that's kind of keeping streaming alive. Now what we do is like a smaller subset of that. But from what I remember, man, I remember that dance music made up the highest percentage of all music streamed. Now that's house, EDM, I mean just dance
everything.
Music.
Yeah.
But it takes up a lot. But okay, we digress.
Okay. All right, let's go to Mike Freak. Mike Freak, what do you think? Would you do anything with this?
Just like what everyone said, but I was also thinking, you know, we could come up with vocal hooks and whatnot. You can also come up with like an instrument hook, like it could be a synth hook that will, you know, something that will complement that groovy spot right there that's playing. So it could either be a saxophone, anything melodic that you'll remember that goes along with that. I think it's gonna help the track.
Totally agree. Agree. Scale of 1 to 10.
I'll give this a 6 because it's almost there. It's just like one thing, and then you have something right there.
Okay, totally agree.
On the polls, we got 73% not digging the track. So I guess 73%.
Okay.
Not feeling it.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bobby Shaw posted something interesting in the chat on Twitch that. And this is a statistic from a little while ago that only 4% of music released makes an actual profit. 4%.
When did he say that?
So remember that if it's 100, if it's between 90 and 100 and some thousand releases a week, 4% of that is turning a profit.
Okay, I'm depressed. Let's move on. Good God Almighty.
All right. Well,
okay.
It is what it is.
All right. So the next track is called "Lift Me Up."
Lift Me Up. Let's see if this one lifts your spirits a little bit.
Yeah, let's see what happens. It is Talent Tuesday.
have fun where I know he'll save my soul. I count all my blessings, 'cause he's always there to lift me up. Lift me when you lift me up. You lift me up. You lift me up. You told me I could have you lift me up. You lift me up. You lift me up. I will give my love. You lift me up. You lift me up. You lift me up. You lifted me well enough. You lift me up. You lift me up. You lift me up. Having a moment in my life. You lift me up. You lift me up. I'm having a moment in my life. You lift me up. You lift me up. So-called friends, they let you down. When you need them the most, they forget to compromise. They have in their eyes. Don't let them complicate your life, or you will soon pay the price for their insecurity. You must faith, you must believe through the pain and discouragement. Sometimes I wanna give up, I fall deep in depression. Somehow I look up into heaven, where I know he'll save my soul. I count all my blessings, 'cause he's always there to lift me up. Lift me up. You 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 lift
All right.
me up. You lift me up.
That was track number 2, Lift Me Up. I think we should start out with Lenny this time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get here from Mr. Fontana. What say you, my man?
Okay, so in the mix down, the vocal seems to be a little behind, a little quiet. I think it could be a little bit more in front.
Okay.
It feels like an Arnold Jarvis type of vocal. Which I'm feels like it. I'm not sure if seeing going, is that Arnold Jarvis? You know, I was sitting there going, this sounds like Arnold Jarvis.
It does. It does. I don't even know who this came from, but yeah, it sounds like him.
Okay, so here's some other
Very
things.
much like him.
I think it needs to be slowed down a little bit. I think it's a little too fast. For the
Yeah, where we at? 127. Let's see.
Take it down to 124-ish, 123.
Yeah, that's 124 in there.
Yeah, see it now.
I see what you're saying. You're right.
Slow it down.
For the type of record it is, you're right.
All right, let's get it. Okay, so production-wise, here we go. I think it needed one little change towards the mid to end part, just to bring up the track.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't make it bad. It doesn't make it bad. I think it's really well done. I just think it was just a little fast for me. But I'll give it, drum roll, I ain't gonna give it a hated it, because I liked it. I think
Right.
it's an 8 for me. An 8.
Whoa!
That's pretty good. I mean, come on now. Wow.
All right.
Slow it down. It's an 8.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's
right.
Fontana.
I love me some Arnold Jarvis.
I hear you. All right.
So let's go to Angelica. I'm wondering what you thought about the vocals.
So I liked the track. I thought it had a really nice groove. it needed a little bit more runway or like oxygen for the vocal to kind of thrive. Maybe think about like the song structure a little bit more. And I wish that the mix was better, because I know that the lyrics are powerful because I can get glimpses of what he's saying, but I wish that the mix was better so I could actually hear the vocal. And I think that it either needs a second verse or it needs to be sang in a different way so that it draws you in. But I think it's a fantastic record. I think it's very well done. I love the texture of the voice. I would give it a 7.
Okay, a 7 from Angelica. That's pretty good as well.
Not too bad.
Let me go with the Freak Mon. What you think?
Mick Freak.
Mick.
This is pretty much Mick. I'm gonna have. Well, anyway, just echoing what everyone has said, you know, with the vocals being like right behind the mix. If we can bring that up a little bit, that would be good. Because I was trying to figure out what the message of the song was.
Yeah.
You know, trying to listen to the lyrics, and it's a little not that clear. I can hear the hook though. That one is good. So, and the breakdown is nice. I like that. The breakdown is different from the rest of the track. So that was I think that was a good touch right there. So yeah, overall, it's a couple of fixes on the mix, bringing out the vocals. That would really help this track. So
yeah.
All right.
So what did you give it, Mike?
I'll give this one a 7.
Okay. What did the Twitch fam?
Twitch got 75% yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's right up our alley, but right up, the quantize sound right there.
Yeah. Tracy Stevens over on Facebook from the Quantize team
said something foolish, didn't she?
She does not like it slowed down. She said it made her booty shake slower. And she liked she liked it as I think before.
Tommy, that's your friend, yo.
Yeah. She gonna keep it real.
Yes, she will. She will.
Made her booty
And she wants to
shake
dance. I mean, she wants to dance, So,
Okay.
Tommy, what did
Angel.
you think?
One of Tommy's angels.
Okay, Arnold is a very good friend. Spen, you know us. I think they had the vocals and then they did the music because sometimes it clashed together. It just.
Well, I mean, it's Arnold. I mean, it's like.
Is it really?
It sounds like Arnold. It sounds too much like Arnold not to be Arnold. I don't think anybody else on the planet sounds like him. But that's what I said. It'll be interesting to figure out who did this record. But
I had the honor of working with Spen and Teddy, and then these guys are vocal pitched people that will go and work a song over just for one word. So if it was with us, it's just when you have that kind of production where you can see, and we do records for our peers. So we want Lenny, and we want Kenny Carpenter, and we want Louie. We want them all to say, "Hey, I like the vocals. I like the way you did them." So,
right.
So this one could use some DJ Spen a little bit, just on the vocals. Just on the vocals a little bit. Just on the vocals a little bit.
Nope. He is not available right now.
Oh my God.
So when you
liked it.
You like it enough to take it for the label?
No.
okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Now that's really interesting. Okay, so that being said, what number will you give it?
6.
All right.
Oh, okay. So Spen,
Yeah.
talk to us. How did you feel about this one?
I'm kind of there with Lenny. I think the song is decent. It's Arnold Jarvis. Arnold Jarvis has one of those voices that's like, I don't know, for lack of a better term, he's like he's like the Sade of house music. It's kind of weird, but he has such a distinctive voice and a delivery that I think, with what Tommy's saying, we can just take the record, auto-tune him a little bit, make sure that it's straight, and I think it would be a good record. Do I think it's a groundbreaking record? No. But do I think it's a good record? Yes. So I give it a 7.5, 8. I'm right there with you, Lenny. I hear exactly what you're saying.
So are you thinking of signing this record?
Oh, yes.
Really?
It's Arnold Jarvis. We don't hear much Arnold Jarvis.
Okay.
I'm not sure it's Arnold. They're saying it's Arnold.
They're saying that.
Dude,
right.
it sounds... If that's not Arnold Jarvis, man, we...
Let me tell you, you put this up against records like Von Turner produced, Take Some Time Out, or Kerry James.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are classics like everybody went crazy over. This is really, I don't know if it's going to be iconic like that for me.
Right.
But a great remix can turn that outside.
Could literally turn it around. You're absolutely right.
Right.
I've heard that too, where the vocals are just like sometimes you go, it's missing something, but those elements are with the right guy, and he gets the vision, boom.
It's
over.
Story.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Correct.
That's not the same record now, right? So that's
Correct.
Sign
Absolutely
it.
right.
Sign it.
Okay. Kelly, what did you
It was
think?
okay.
You thought it was okay?
It was okay. The vocals were a little off key or flat or something in a couple of spots.
I mean, it's rough. I mean, we're doing the demo show.
We want 9s and 10s.
We do want 9s and 10s,
and 10s.
but it's a demo show. So
is,
I mean,
indeed. See now that you're on the Arnold Jarvis train, you're like,
No,
we're doing
I'm just
this.
saying. But you know how hard it is to find a vocalist that has a unique style, right?
I do.
So it's like, when I first heard Sade "Hang On to Your Love," I was like, it's strange. But I mean, I was like, 14
You
or
didn't
something.
appreciate
But I was
the-
just like,
the greatness.
But then,
Yeah.
as I got used to her and her delivery, now it's like, it's a totally different thing. So,
All right.
yeah.
All
There you
right.
go.
Well, it looks like
No,
we're.
And can I add one more thing? Arnold
Sure.
has a lot of vocal track that's out there. So a lot of producers are taking his vocals that are out there and they're putting on the track. So, when you've got somebody that's unique and an icon like Arnold, you want to make sure that your track fits him
Does
really,
it justice,
really well.
Right.
Right.
Because like Alternate and Crystal Waters, you gotta nail them into a spot because otherwise you could do them a disservice.
Right.
Right.
So
Right.
you got to know what you're doing.
Right. Basement Boys, Quirky Vocal Central.
All right.
Quirky
Well, it
Vocal
looks like that
Central.
one is a yes. We're going to keep moving. Shout out to Donald Smith, Cliff Williams, Loretta McKay, and Neil Hodge, who checked you out in London last weekend.
What's up,
over
Neil?
on Facebook. We are going to roll on to track number 3, Just Let Go. Hope you enjoy it. Tell us how you feel in the chat and stay with us. Talent Tuesday.
go.
Let it go. Let it go. All right.
All right.
I don't know who we should start with.
I don't know either.
I like
That'll
see
be
this.
interesting.
See this piece right here where it goes dude. Is it right here? I can see it right
You
here.
can
Go back to it. I'm not that good. I'm not gonna do that live. You do it. Go back to that. Go back to that. Go back to that.
Lord have mercy.
Okay, come on, producer. This is so not in my lane, but I like this.
All right.
I want to start with Mike Free because he had such a straight face, and Spen and I were like,
we were
Q
like,
all
he probably
the way.
doesn't like it.
You don't like
Look at
it?
his face.
He doesn't like it.
I actually think this one's pretty dope. It would actually.
Oh! You kept a straight gang face. Okay. So talk to us.
Well, a couple of things it's gonna need. It needs like a proper bass line to make it pop, because that's what I was looking for in this track. Like, you give it like a bass that hits hard. This could be a good club banger. It does not sound like a quantized record, but it's a record that we can put out on Q. It's got really good potential. So,
Right. Quantize is not our only label, as you know, Mr. Q.
Yeah. So this one is really good. There's the potential right there. It sounds very UK. It's something I'll play if I go to the UK. So it's something that
All right, scale of 1 to 10.
I'll give this a 7. It's pretty good. This needs a bass line.
Needs a bass
Get a
line.
bass line right there. We're talking.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Angelica. What did you think about the vocals on this, Angelica?
So I thought the vocals were really cute. I actually really like the record. I like it for Q. I think the mix needs some attention because her vocal was a little low. And I mean, all in all, I think this has a lot of potential. It has a lot of crossover potential too, even here in the States. Yeah, I would sign it.
Okay.
That's a good
Good
observation.
comment,
The crossover potential. Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10.
7.
All
Okay.
right. 7 from Angelica. 50% yes, 50% no
Yep.
over on Switch. And that's not
All right.
surprising. They are mostly really, really soulful junkies over there on
Correct.
Switch. Yeah. All right. Let's go to Mr. Fontana.
It's really well done. The question I have is, does it really fit in the genre we're trying to promote? If we're looking for a commercial record and a Dutch feel and that European sound, it's got everything there. I definitely think one thing about the vocal hook needs to come out a bit more. I had to
Right.
the others about that. I was like, but the track reminds me of Everything But the Girl, like that kind of edge.
Yes. Yes.
So I was thinking, okay, Armin van Buuren, his label like that. But I would think who would be the ones for this. So yes, I'd give it a 7.5, and yes, I would sign it on the hopes that the thing would pay all the bills for everything.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. All right. Good shout. Good shout. Thomas.
I recuse myself from.
Tommy.
Oh, give it a
Come
try.
on.
Give it a try.
Well, I think what Lenny said is correct. I mean, it is definitely a mainstream, and it could do that. Sometimes we do those records and quantize to give it a shot to attract a new audience. So if we were going to do that, it would be with Mike. Because Mike has that audience that we need, and let's face it, this is a business. We're not talking about personal license. We're talking about numbers.
Yeah.
Right.
We're talking about what we need to do to stay on board. We put out 4 to 8 records a month. So we have to,
Right.
A month.
we just have to do this. We have to be a little bit hard and restricted about who we aiming at and what we expected to do. So I recuse myself.
You can't give all that commentary and then recuse yourself,
You
sir.
really
You
can't.
already
Yeah.
voted.
But all
said
right.
a whole lot already.
He did.
A six.
All right.
Spen.
Cool. I like it. What Lenny said about Everything But the Girl is right in there. And a lot of people played Everything But the Girl. Even soulful people played Everything But the Girl, but it's about the right mix. The question is the song decent? And by today's standards, the song is okay. So, I mean, I give it 7. And I think that it's something that we could definitely use for Q to help us expand what Q's doing, for sure. With the right mix, that record could do some very interesting things. And actually, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with it, to be fair.
All right, if they want to sign it with us. But I am certainly going to talk to the producer because I give it an 8, and I like it.
And the one thing that
And
you said,
I don't.
right.
Go ahead.
Well, the one thing that you said that made me that just made me think is that you said this sounds like something that's on the radio. I like it. I'm like, okay, sounds like something that's on the radio. So
Yeah. So would I naturally go to that radio station and listen to that? No, because I'm listening to soul. But if I was, scrolling through and it came on, I would be like, okay, this is catchy. Or if I was in a store, this is catchy. And those are the songs that, we are a business. We love house music and we need to make money. We are a record label. This is our business. So those songs where you walk in the store or those songs that come on the radio that people are singing and they say, I hate singing that song. I can't stop singing that song. That's what I want. I want a song that people can't stop singing.
Yeah.
Because those are the songs that you later find on commercials, that you later find in movies, that you find remixed to death and on all kinds of compilations and playlists. And, exercise studios. I can't tell you how many of some of these types of songs that, when I go to exercise class, that's what they play. So
right. It's right in there. DJ Biscuit.
What did DJ Biscuit say?
He didn't say he hated it.
And that's saying something. That's saying something.
What's up, Renee Melendez? And
the whole Quantize team.
Right.
I don't know if Lexi's in the chat, but
Bollywood,
Renee is, Benji, and Tracy.
DJ Ron, Love. My gosh.
Everybody's on.
Looking good.
All right.
Tim Wayne,
so
Sound Science.
we are going to roll on. We have two more songs to listen to and see what we're working with. And we've got some other exciting stuff that we'll tell you about when we end. But we've got our party, our event schedule locked down.
Yeah.
So we'll give you the details on that. They're in the chat already on Twitch. So let's roll on to track number 4. What is it called?
Now, we did a track called Lift Me Up.
Here
This is Lift Him Up.
So who is him? Who is him?
We gonna find
We're
out.
gonna see if this is a gospel track or what is going on with Lift Him Up. Drop your comments right there in the chat. It's Talent Tuesday. that was track number 4, Lift Him Up. Before I get into it, people are asking over on Facebook how to submit a track or a song for the show. We're usually here every 2 weeks, but we are going to go 3 weeks, so we will be back on Halloween.
We're going to be back on Halloween, and that's going to be a very special show.
Really special.
Yeah, we're going to have,
we'll see what happens on Halloween, but music at quantizerecordings.com, music at quantizerecordings.com. Send us a downloadable file, and please make sure that you are not just doing a cover or ripping off someone else's production and then doing re-edit. This is not the platform for that, and we certainly don't want to be playing other people's music that's already been released. And we also don't want Facebook to shut us down when we play.
No, we don't.
And that has happened several times on the show. So we don't. We take original productions here. All right, so let's get into it. We should start with Lenny this time.
Yes, we should. Mr. Fontana.
No. No way.
No what?
No.
Tell the truth. The whole truth.
Yes, tell it.
By the band. Okay, so here's the deal. The vocals are too washy with reverb.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard much. I mean, it's not the production itself just doesn't cut it for me.
Right.
It's washy, the whole thing. I wouldn't even. Not to say it's bad. Somebody will sign it, but I'm not signing it.
Okay.
No.
Scale of 1 to 10. Or did you do that already? No, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't even want to tell a number.
He doesn't want to tell a number.
6. I say 5.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Who's next? Angelica.
So I really liked the groove. I thought that it was a good use of instruments and arrangement. But I feel like you could pay a little bit more attention to over filtering a vocal, similar to what Lenny said. It actually loses the impact if you're doing it too much. And then you also don't give the DJ a moment to really do what they want to do on their end. It's just, I feel like less is sometimes more. I really liked this sample. Like, I really liked the spirit of things. I think that if you could maybe go back and maybe rework it a little bit, it is a signable record. I'm going to give it a 7. That seems to be my magic number today. But
it does.
That's pretty good.
Tommy, you cannot recuse this time.
I can't. Right. No, I'm not. I have to admit that honestly, when you call a song, you lift them up. I'm expecting them to do this incredible build into this, and it didn't go there. So, I mean, not to say that every record has to do that, but I would actually like to sign this record because we have enough producers in camp that would do the additional mixes that would make this fit what we needed to. So
if they can afford it, I mean, we're not out here fixing people's records for free. I mean, there's a cost to that, and people need to know that. It doesn't matter that DJ Spen owns a label. It doesn't matter that Tommy Davis is the head of Unquantized. They're not just going to automatically fix your stuff. I want y'all to work. These people have worked. The people that you see on this screen, Lenny, how long have you been in this business?
I started yesterday.
And music producer years, that's like times 30. Okay, like times 30 years.
Kelly.
I've been in this since the 80s, so I got the feeling what you're saying. See, I always thought when you A&R or you're producing a project, back in the day when we walked up to record labels, first thing you would say is you bring your cassette and you hand it up and they go, "Get out of here." You just drop it in the box. But then when you got someone to listen to your product, you hope to God it was the best thing you ever did. And that's the thing now. The problem is there's no true A&Ring going on anymore. So you're having everyone in this think tank saying, I am the best.
Yeah.
It's the best, which it is.
Right.
But when the reality is when you stack it up against everyone else, you have to say, where are you on the totem pole?
Right. And listen, and I'm not one to disappoint anybody. My husband doesn't work for free because he has a high maintenance wife. So let me tell you what happens. You know, when these producers say, please, 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 can Spen fix it? Sure. And we even give them the Quantized family discount, right? But when they see that first statement come out, right? And it has sold 5 copies to their mother, father, sister, brother, and cousin, right?
Sounds like it was
Then minus Spen's fee for remixing, mastering. If Tommy's got to lay down something on there, that's his fee too, and we give the discount. So they get this thing and they see negative, right? And they're like, what? It's negative. Why? Because it's not free for us to put out records. It's not. And so the balance that, and I'm going to tell you all this, the balance that Tommy and Spen struggle with so much still, after this label being around for over 10 years now, is that this label was built to help people who may not have a platform anywhere else, couldn't get their music signed. And so if you go back and look at QTZ001, well, not 001, if you go back and look at some of our old music, there's always like a Tommy Davis remix. There's always a Spen and Tommy remix because they had to fix it. If you look at the credits, they're always mastering. They always did the mix down. They always were co-producers because they fixed a lot of the records that came into this label. And then over the years, as we grew, we said, listen, we're not a baby anymore. We can't keep taking 5s and 6s. We need to eat if this label is going to survive. So, you know, a couple years ago, we were like, listen, if it's under a 7, no. And then a couple of years later, we were like, hey, you know, we need 8s and 9s. And so we've evolved a little bit in that way. We're still here, and we do this show because we want newer producers or producers who haven't been able to break in. We want you to have that chance, but you got to come with your A game. Because regardless of what they say, they're creatives. I'm the business side. It's got to make sense. It's got to. So I don't know what I would do with this one, but
that. Well, so
uh-oh, here comes Tommy. They are about to get a true glimpse of what happens on the other Tuesdays that we are not doing this. We're having our team meeting. Go ahead, Tom.
I'd love to hear a song that I can hear what I could do with it. And that
Yes.
doesn't happen often. So that's when I say I would
You'll
do
take it. Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah.
Because I know what
But what did you just say? You said that does not happen often. So even
it
if
doesn't.
Tommy says, like, this song is an 8, but you need to fix this, it doesn't mean he's willing to fix it.
Right.
But when you see him dancing and saying, this song is a 9 because I hear what it could be,
Right.
then, hello, Sarah. So I'm going to deal with Sarah. You keep going.
All right, I'll keep going.
So
All right, we just got crashed. All right, so let's see, Mike, did you give your opinion?
No, Mike, what's your opinion?
All right, Mike, what's up?
I quite like it. I quite like that one. I mean, it needs a little fixing on the mix, but I think it has a little bit of a potential right there. So
It does.
yeah,
It
this
does.
is something we could look at and give the feedback to the producer, and maybe they could come back, with a better demo, a stronger one. So
Right.
yeah,
Scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
I'll give this a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good to me.
And
Okay.
on the poll, we got 53% people digging the tune. So
Really? 53? Okay.
Yeah.
That's more than I thought
Yeah.
we would get. Okay.
So, Spen,
All right.
before we go further, can I ask you guys something?
Sure.
Quantized
Yeah.
this family. When
Yep.
you guys take records, and I heard Tommy say the same thing with the thought of what I can do with it. Is that the formula, or is it more, I'll take it, make it work, and let's just throw it out there? Or do we try to go for the greatest and the best?
Right. Tom?
Okay. The formula is over the years is because we drop so much music is to already have it already done. And that in that situation, that's what we look for now, because we don't have enough time to actually babysit every song. But if, like in this case, if one of us say, I really like that song and I can hear what I could do in production, which doesn't happen often, then we'll think about it. So then you have the other scenario, Lenny, is that we get someone's song and we like the way they did it, but we know our audience. So we'll do a Spen or a Tommy or somebody else mix on it, not to be better than it, but to make the sales for our regular followers and hope that your original song does what we really like from the beginning, because it all starts from the original song. And if we like the original song, that means a lot of other people will too.
That's right.
Yeah. So a perfect example of that, right? So Mike, we put out Benji Bradshaw's newest record, right?
Right.
And you said that, and because I haven't looked, but you said that the version that's doing well on TrackSource is which one?
The original.
Right, the original. So and the original record is very Lenny. When I say this record it's like Depeche Mode meets I don't know, house. It's really interesting. The vocal is interesting. It's interesting all the way around. But we remixed it thinking in our minds that okay, we want to put this record out, but let's see. We have to make a version that's going to fit what we kind of think is going to be what our people are going to want. And so far, we've been proven wrong.
And it's not the first time.
You see what I'm saying? And it's not the first time.
Yeah.
Kelly's right. This it's just one of these situations, right? And I know you and I have had extensive conversations, and even when I was on True House Stories, your whole thing was like, why are we doing so many records? It's almost like it's too much. But then when we look at the state of it, right? Records back when we had the conversation. So this must have been 21. When we had the conversation in 21, the shelf life of a record was about 2 weeks. Now, especially given what you said about about our music, the shelf life of a record is now what? Days?
A week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say a week. If you're looking at, especially with our music, I mean, if you have 100,000 releases, how does that even equate to 7 days?
What do we got? 5 hours in the first release day and it's done?
Pretty much.
To maneuver quickly in the chart positions, it's like in and out. So here's what I tell everybody then. People, believe in what you put out and work the hell out of your records then, because if you're not going to be able to get chart positions, then you got to work hard.
That's right.
Pedal.
Yeah.
Mrs. Spen said it right. Come right. First time.
Right.
You ain't going to have a second. That's the way it goes.
Right. You may not. Right. You may not get a second chance. And it's and I totally get that. But wow, that staggering number.
After I heard her bitch slap us down, which was good because I needed to hear that as from a investment purpose. If you had to do this in vinyl, and you had to now do this at $6,000 to $10,000 per release, how would these A&Ring sessions really go? We'd be listening really careful because we have to think. We got to put out $30,000 to $40,000 in a month in an investment to know if we're going to even possibly break even, or maybe one of those will become a possible big club record, or maybe get up on a license. So now you take away all that, and you're working with digital, so you don't have a big outlay. So this is why it gives everyone a perfect example to say, right, I can do this now. I don't have to make the financial investment. I just got to get a laptop. I got to know what I'm doing. I got to mix. I can do things. I can write loops. I can do that and put it all together and hope that Brother Spen and Quantas pick up my record, and then this way I can travel as a DJ and become famous. Because that's
I get it, but the only other thing about this, right, is now people have the opportunity to bypass distribution all the way around. Used to be that Apple or TrackSource or a lot of the companies that actually put music out would, you have to go through an aggregator or something. So now they're just taking anything. It's very interesting to me, but I mean, the playing field is the playing field, and I guess the game is the game. But,
game is the game.
Woo! They make it tough.
It's all about how you play it. It's all about how you play it.
I want her more in my meetings. I want her.
I'm there.
At True House Stories, we need her to tell you what you need to be doing. So make sure when you send Spen and the family your productions, do your damn best because you're up against a lot of heat now, everybody.
Yeah,
A lot.
Including,
absolutely
including when I'm making records. Because I didn't stop making records.
That's
and
right.
Even Spen, and even
Right.
did Tommy, and even Louis Vega, and even did such and such.
Right.
That's right.
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 Woo, boy. All right. On we go to our last record.
On we go. All right, we are going on. Where is it? Where is it? Which one is it
It's
on?
called
Oh,
Cruel Hand.
Cruel Hand. All
Yeah.
right, let's see.
Let's see what kind of hand we've been dealt. It's Talent Tuesday, everybody.
Closing it out with this final one. What is it called?
Cruel Hand.
Cruel Hand.
Cruel Hand.
I'm interested in these vocals. All right, who should we start with?
Let's see. Whoever you want to start with.
Let's start with
matter.
Angelica,
All right.
since I'm talking about the vocals.
So first I wanted to say hi to everybody in Twitchland and on Facebook. Hi guys. And then so back to the track. I thought it was a really cool groove. I think the mix and the arrangement needs a bit of a tweak. I like the elements, but I think there might be too many, or they're bleeding into each other, which is kind of overshadowing the strength of the vocals. So I think a better mix would help with that. I think it has potential, but I don't think it's ready to be signed yet. So I gave it a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Lenny,
okay,
do
next.
you agree, or how are you feeling about this one?
Dark Sweaty Club.
Yeah, right?
Misery is down. I hear it. It's a
Yeah.
London town
Actually, you're right.
record. Very London town record. Am I right? All my Twitch family in the UK. I'm all
Yeah.
right on this one.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna tell you, you're right. You don't even need them to tell you. You're absolutely right.
I just felt it, just the groove. I felt it felt it meshed. Okay, she's right, Angelica. What she said about the mixing part of it, I agree. I think you can get a better mix. But here's the other thing: sometimes we're getting these records, are they mastered properly?
Uh-huh.
I haven't sent stuff out to mastering because I don't like mastering my own stuff. I think it's sometimes when you're too involved in the production and you're mixing and writing, it's like all the hats, you can't differentiate. I would sign it. I'd say it's 7.5 on the record. London Town, Here We Come. It's definitely that kind of dark, sweaty 4 in the morning. Definite.
Mm-hmm.
Definite.
All right. That's pretty good.
All right.
All right, Tommy, what would you do with this one?
You know, I like anything that sounds like it's out
I
of
know
Jersey,
it.
out of the Zanzibar.
I know it.
And it does. It does. It does.
Now, whether it has enough to sell is the thing. Like we said earlier, my personal thing is my personal thing. But the music is starting to do a retro thing again, so the retro becomes the hip thing. So we have to watch as a label, when are we riding that on it. I like it. It sounds great. Me and Mike Feet might fight over it because, like Angelica said, it doesn't have anything extra to make it go beyond a great, cool record that sounds like it might have been done in 94 or 93. So, grateful compilation. Really nice. Well, I think the best song of the day on this show. It sounded really great. So we have what we call demo-itis, when we hear a whole bunch of songs and we hear a great record. We tend to kind of jump on this great record like it's Walks on Water, when it's really we just...
And then later we fight over it. Like, who signed this? Who's the one that said they liked it? Why are we putting this out? This record is not doing anything. Every time.
Yeah, Lenny, I'm telling you, it's funny around here during our A&R meetings. It's funny.
So to the producer, you knocked it. You did a really good job. I don't have anything to critique except some level stuff. This is a demo show. I try not to spend too much time doing that, because what you did is what you want a record to do to a label like this. Is to come and make our ears perk. Is like, that is interesting. That's kind of hot.
Right.
But then we have to weigh in, is it going to sell, or we're going to get hit with a frying pan by Kelly? So we have to figure out the middle for the boat. So I'm going to give you a definite 7.5, because that really had me bouncing a little bit, and the vocals was out in there. The mix could have done more creative things in the moves to make a crowd move and go through changes, but those are small things. It's a demo show. Great work.
Yeah. Okay, so Mike, how did you feel about this? First question.
Well, at first I thought, I was like trying to figure out what was going on with it too, and it took a minute for the vocals to come in, and now it's like when I heard the vocal, oh, this is pretty dope. Yeah, it's pretty raw. It sounds pretty raw. on at least on my end. So I need to hear it with like on like a proper monitor. But yeah, I'm quite digging it. I really like it. Other than I guess it needs a little bit of an arrangement kind of thing just to make it fit. Like I'm trying to imagine if I was gonna DJ this. So I guess it could use a little bit of help on that aspect right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you rating this one?
Oh, this one is a pretty good, solid 8. I give this an 8.
All right, an 8
Yeah,
from
awesome.
Mike Creek and
Awesome.
Mike Creek. And I saw
Nick Creek.
Mike Creek. I saw
Nick
83%. Is that right? Over on Twitch.
Yeah, around 80 something. So,
80
yeah.
something percent
Yeah.
digging it on Twitch.
Mhm,
All
yeah.
right. All right, Spen.
I like it. 8.
Yeah.
I think it's an 8. I think everything that everybody said, it has merit. But I like the fact that it feels like, it feels like what it is. It's an old school, 90s sounding record that, all of us would walk into a club and hear Tony Humphries playing something like this and be like, what is that? And, and we'd be searching for it for a year and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds all right. So yeah, I give it an 8.
All right.
I give it an 8.
All right.
sure.
Well, that brings us to a
That
close,
brings us
right?
to our close.
That brings us to a close. So let's well, first of all, we have to say thank you to our
Yes,
guests.
we do.
If you're not following Lenny Fontana, please do on Twitch. It's Lenny Fontana Official. We dropped it in the chat on Twitch. Follow him on Facebook if you haven't caught his show or checked out his. There you go. There you go. True House. I don't even need to do this. He's a pro.
He's a fool.
True House Stories.
Foolishness.
Lenny, any projects or anything you want to tell us about? Anything good coming up, or
Tomorrow, right here on True House Stories, we got Booker T. Tomorrow at 2:00 in the afternoon. New
Oh,
York.
that'll be good.
Yes, and October 25th, CNC Music Factory.
Oh.
And we can tune in because we don't have Talent Tuesday that week. That's
right.
Wednesday.
So yeah,
Nice.
that'll be good. And
Wednesday.
yeah, we're gonna have to get CNC Music Factory on this show, but we're gonna have to work that
All
out
right,
too.
so you gotta tune in if you're not following Lenny. You gotta tune in. True House Stories.
Yeah, say it again.
I don't know which way it is on my screen.
House True Stories.
True House Stories.
House Stories True.
But you know what? I will say this. Spen, you're doing a wonderful thing, and everyone out there contributing to Spen and all of us, support everything we do, because without all of you, there would be none of us to get up and do this. Any reason why, because without those people, there is no reason any of us would be here. So thank you all the time.
Dude,
right.
and we appreciate you, which is the whole reason that you're on the show. I mean, what you're doing. Again, continue to trailblaze and keep doing what you're doing, and we pray good success over what you do, man. So thank you, and thank you for being with us, and hope you come and join us again, for sure. Angelica. This lady has got a record that's coming out on Q that is going to be phenomenal, and we're going to put a whole lot behind that record. But
She actually has 2 records coming out.
I was gonna say, what about
Very good.
So
Very
she's
good.
got releases already, but she's got more stuff coming out. Make sure you're following her on IG, Angelica Deneau Music. Please follow Angelica. What else are you doing? You can tell. I know you might do stuff with other labels. It's fine. It's all love. So if you have something that you want to tell them.
Not if this guy has anything to say about it.
Yo, no joke, but after that speech I heard, I'd be afraid to talk anything about what I'm doing.
Well, she certainly has enough on the label to talk about that. So, for those that are in our local area, in the Baltimore, D.C. area, if you missed the Quintessential Soul Festival, you missed it. She performed live, and it was totally unplanned, totally amazing. So we're looking forward to great things from you, Angelica.
Right. What were you saying, Lenny?
I want to say one thing, and again, I have one client. It's Spen. One client, like a consigliere, one client. Because after that speech we heard from the MD, from the managing director, I'm afraid to work anywhere else.
You're crazy, but that's why I love you. That is absolutely why I love you. All right. So
you want to let's see if Angelica has something to say. The
I'm
ladies
sorry,
have a voice
Angelica.
here.
I'm
Sir.
so sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much. It's okay. I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in on Twitch and Facebook. And I also wanted to thank you, Spen and Kelly and Tommy and Mike Freak for investing and believing in my work and in my records. Yes, I have 2 coming out on Q, one in November called Life is Better. The second one is called Angel, which is hopefully coming out in December, both on QU3. Currently, I just dropped a new track with Seven Fisher last Friday, and it's called Give Me My Pleasure. It's a little bit racy. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely a banger.
Oh, and racy. Where we racing to?
We know where we're racing to.
But it was tastefully
Do I
done.
really? Woo-hoo.
I'm sure it's beautifully done. I'm sure.
It was very tastefully done.
I'm sure.
And I just have a whole bunch of projects coming out. So if you don't follow me, please do. And thanks for all of your support. You guys, like Lenny said, without you guys, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
All right. Well, it looks like another Talent Tuesday is a wrap. Tommy and Mike, thank you. We've got some exciting events coming up. I think we're just starting to breathe again after the Quintessential Soul Festival. We have our date-ish locked down for next year. The ish comes in. I know a lot of people from across the pond have said they want to come next year. Our ish is that we are a football town. Football, as we call football, football, okay? We are a football town. Yeah. The Ravens are our team, and we have to wait until the Ravens schedule comes out, because if it is a home game day, we cannot do that day. So we have a date locked down, and some people have seen it out there, but we just need to wait for the Ravens schedule to come out. So it won't be until September, October, so just stick around. We'll announce in the beginning of the year. But we do have 3 exciting parties coming up. December 22nd, the Quintessential Holiday Party. This will be our first time doing a holiday party. The Owl Room in DC. Go to our socials. Dice FM is where the tickets are on sale. Mike Freak, Tommy, Spen will be in the house. Right. And we're not announcing our... Cade Young will be with us, but we're not announcing our guest yet, are we?
Because, we just got to make sure we lock it down first.
We're not announcing our guest, but then in February, we're doing Jungle Boogie.
Jungle Boogie, baby.
Are we announcing that guest? That's a big one.
Not yet.
Not yet?
But
it's coming. It'll be there in a couple of weeks. But we've released the tickets for that as well. And then in March, we're teaming up with DJ Scoob, who's produced on the label, who does a lot of our tech stuff.
Is he in the chat?
I don't know if he's in the chat, but we're teaming up to do a really big party. Another big sports weekend in Baltimore. It's a CIAA weekend, and we're doing the Ultimate House Music Day Party. 12 hours, literally 12 in the afternoon till 12 midnight. I mean, Terry Hunter, Barbara Tucker,
and that's just the beginning.
DJ Spen, just all day long, and then we have a big announcement coming for that one too, which is going to be a live performance.
So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to kind of lay all of this stuff out for you. But
those tickets are on sale too, and then the praise party. You are finally doing a real praise party. Yeah. Like, not dancing. This is not entertainment. It's DJ Spen's thing, and if you all follow him, you know what that is. So we'll be releasing tickets for that soon as well. So thanks everybody for being here. It's a wrap. Remember, we'll be back in 3 weeks.
Yep, 3 weeks.
2 on Halloween night.
And who knows, Tommy? What are you gonna come dressed up as?
Tommy, what's your costume?
Halloween? What are you gonna do?
I'm coming as a normal person. That's what I'm thinking. I'm doing. That's right.
That is shocking. I am going to come as Tommy Davis.
Look at Lenny's face.
I'm going to come as Tommy Davis. Tommy, I'm going to come get one of your outfits. I'm going to come as Tommy Davis.
Wait, Tommy, so all these gigs I've been watching you play all these years with Halloween, you're coming like you on Halloween?
Yeah. And
I gotta have Tommy come on and tell the story about the outfits.
Yes.
You should.
You should. So
That would be
I'm
crazy.
gonna have on wings. I will come as Tommy Davis and have on wings. I don't even know if wings can fit in here. They're really
Probably not.
No, they
probably,
probably
too
can't.
big.
Maybe he has some
I
other
couldn't
thing.
be in here with you anyway.
Okay. No,
All right.
we'll have to see about
I
that.
literally thought he was going to fly off the stage after the Soul
No,
Festival.
he doesn't fly.
I
He
literally
does
thought
not
he
fly.
was literally going to take off.
Okay, well, I'm glad he did not attempt to. So thanks everybody for being here. Come join us in 3 weeks. This Sunday, what's going on with the praise party? We will have a guest. DJ Spen is taking his end of season vacation.
She won't let me do it.
Happy birthday to you on Friday.
Thank you.
And
Yeah,
so
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks we will be back with with Talent Tuesday. Send your music producers. Don't be scared.
Yeah,
but
don't
but
be scared.
come correct, okay?
Yes,
come correct.
Come with it.
Music
because
at quantizerecordings.com. And
that's
that's all
going
I
to be
got.
interesting. Hopefully we'll have some Halloween music or somebody that'll attempt to do
Oh,
something.
maybe you can do. Can you do a quick edit while maybe we can do it while
quick
we're on
edit of what?
vacation. So make a Halloween song.
Yeah.
You can do it. Just do some things and put together some. You got it. You can do it while we're on vacation.
You can do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, peace in the valley,
Peace
peace
in
in
the
the
city.
city, and peace to
Come
your
on,
souls.
Kelly, Get Quantize is now out. The Quantize.
Oh, Get Quantize is out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
talk
that's
about
correct.
it, right? Put
Yeah,
Mike on
yeah,
there.
go ahead,
Put
Mike.
Mike on
Go,
there.
go, go.
Go ahead, Mike.
Quantize is now out, the first podcast. So we're going to do this every month. It's going to be 2 hours of great house music. So it's now on our
Yes.
socials, and you can find it on YouTube, Mixcloud,
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
YouTube, Mixcloud, SoundCloud. Get Quantize will be our monthly radio show. So 2 hours of music.
And that's been a long time coming, but we've
We've been talking about it for a
got it
while,
together.
and we
Peace
released
to
it.
Adam
and Chris.
Yeah,
Yes,
Chris who
yes,
helped
yes.
us put it together. So.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
so
that's a
that's
wrap
going
for
on.
another Talent Tuesday. We'll see you in a few weeks. Take care, everybody.
Take care. Love you guys. Thank you, Lenny and Angelica.
Bye.
Bye. Can we say Angelica the yes?
Oh,
Yeah.
This guy.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys later.